Oh, fish on. No, fish on. Fish on. I don't know what this is. Oh, fish on. Oh god, good fish. Jesus, really good fish. I've got the other rod out, there's nothing I can do about it. This is pulling hard. Oh, we'll be rudderless today. I can't be bothered messing around with it. I don't think it makes that much difference anyway. There is a bit of wind though, so having a skeg out might be quite nice. Anyway, we're off. We're at Seacliff today, again. I feel like I've kayaked here a lot recently. I've been trying to kayak here a bit less, but the tide hasn't really married up with when I've had time off work. So I got up this morning at 5:30, well 5, I was up at, intending to be on the water at 5:30 at White Sands, and my back was so sore because I played squash yesterday. Don't play squash, it's bad for your health. Yeah, I was a bit sore after my squash game, so I had to bail from that and waited till this afternoon. Well, it's lunchtime now, it's about 11 o'clock. So, yeah, a bit annoyed that I missed the tide this morning at White Sands. I really wanted to get out at White Sands, but you just can't launch there on a big low, which we've got today, because the reef kind of blocks up the launch area. There's no swell today, so to be honest, might have been able to get out through the gap. There's a very, very small gap. I might have a video of it. I dived over it a few weeks ago, but I didn't put the video up on YouTube or anything because I was terrified. I had a really bad dive. I just couldn't get my head in the right place. So I might see if I can find that video for you and put that little clip up just to show you what I mean by the depth, the shallowness. But here we are, we're at White Sands. I've got some feathers and there's a lot of mackerel about, so see if I can find some mackerel. I've got a spinning rod, a little lure rod with me. I haven't got the jigging rod today, so hopefully that's not a mistake. I chose to leave it in the van. Had it in my hand and I thought, no, do you know what? I'm not going to take the jigging rod out with me. I'm going to go for the lure rod and just take the 2 rather than trying to mess about with 3 rods today. So let's see what we can find. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. I'll see you at the spots. I'm not sure what spots we're going to today. Yeah, that's a wee shelf here. Just gone over the shelf, maybe a little bit early, a little bit late. I mean, I've probably seen it a little bit late. Might not drift back over it, but we'll try. As long as the drift doesn't change, it's just about slack water. So what's going to end up happening is I'm setting up a drift to run this way, and in about half an hour the tide's going to turn. And hopefully we've already drifted down that way far enough that we can just drift back. That's me on the bottom there. So that's the feathers. We'll just leave those out, see if we can pick up a wee mackerel. Yes, like that. Oh no, I missed it. That was definitely a fish. Yeah, fish on. Yeah. Fish off. This is either very small. No, it's definitely a fish. This feels like a mackerel. If this isn't a mackerel, it's not a mackerel. It's a pollock. It's a very, very small pollock. Hey buddy, stay there, wait. If this isn't a mackerel, you can call me Charlie. Well, there we are, Charlie. Out you come. Whoop. Don't pull my rod over. Whoop. Oh well, he's away. I don't never fish with this here, that's one of the problems. Well, that was nice, got a wee fish. Maybe try and drop the lower rod round, see if we can catch a fish on the lower rod rather than just on the feathers. Let's have a wee chat with the lower rod. Like I said, this is a new lure rod. I'm really using this for soft plastics, but I have a metal on just now. Because I'm a old habits die hard, as they say. Oh, fish on. Oh God, good fish. Jesus, really good fish. I've got the other rod out, there's nothing I can do about it. This is pulling hard. That rod's just gonna have to sit out there. There's no way I can get that in with this. Wow, that hit pretty hard. This must be a big cod or something. Yeah, it's a decent fish. Oh, nice, it's a cod. It's not massive. Come on. Wow, nice. Yes. Oh, do you know what? It wasn't massive, but it's not small either. Stay still. That's it. Right. Oh God, that's gone deep. Do you know what? He's actually unhooked himself and then rehooked himself further down. Nope. Actually, come. There we go. Right. Ah, nice fish. I'm gonna get him back because he's fighting to go back. Good fish to start. Two good fish to start. Away you go. Jump out my hands before I could get you a good release. Right, let's get this in then. This is snagged, of course it is. That doesn't surprise me because I left it out there, it's my own fault. There we go, got it free. Moved much on our drift since we started. I see my friend the seal, he's away out in front of us there. Don't know which camera we're going to use. In fact, there's two. I've just seen a second one, or is that a buoy? There's a pink buoy in front of me, and I can't decide if it's a little marker buoy off the pink buoy that I can see. Kind of want to shut the feathers back down. Have the feathers going over. Oh, we're going over this ground. Well, this is what resulted in the mess that we just were in. So maybe pull this up. Just let that dangle there for a second. Because we've just gone up a big shelf here. Make sure I've got these set at the right depth. That's the bottom there. Which way? Are we still drifting the right way? Yeah, we're still drifting the right way. Leave that hanging out there. Have another cast of this. I'll not put it too far out, I don't think. Too shallow, stroke deep. Good. Some good ground here. Some really good ground. Let's see if I can get this to the bottom. I don't think this lure's light enough. This is only 12 grams, this lure. I think I need to put on a slightly heavier one. I might need to go and put on a... I've got a 20 gram and a 40 gram here. Might put on the 20 gram. However, there's marks on the bottom here. Looking very fishy down there. Those of you who watch the channel a lot will know I don't do a lot of lure fishing on the kayak. I do some lure fishing off the rocks. Do quite a lot of lure fishing off the rocks. I don't tend to film a lot of that. But I do very little lure fishing off the kayak. And no real reason, other than the fact that my rod was broken. I did a big rod tip repair, and then a friend of mine gave me this So Solid snapper, snapper solid, Corum snapper solid, 12 to 55 gram rod for the kayak. It's a bit long for me on the kayak. It's 8 foot. I'd rather have a sort of 7 foot rod at maximum, but do you know what? It was a free rod. It was given to me by a friend. I'm not going to complain. Thank you very much. Beggars can't be choosers, as they say. Let's change lure. Let's put on something slightly heavier. Just a fraction heavier. This is just a little bit light. I've got a heavier one here. If I can reach it. Can I reach it without spiking my fingers? That is the question. There it is. I can see it. Ow! No, I can't reach it without spiking my finger. I can see the colour of it because it's pretty brightly coloured. So I stuck my finger straight into the hook, trying to catch the tail. Idiot. This on here. My head chef. Yes, chef. I don't know if we might want to drift that ground again. I don't know. That was quite nice ground we just went over. We're really looking for a mackerel to stick on a bit of bait with. What was that? Oh, fish on. No? Fish off. Something just fish on. I don't know what this is, but I need to tighten my drags, otherwise I'm going to lose it. It's solid. It must be maybe a wrasse. That's maybe I don't know what it is. I'm not going to call it because I have no idea. It's another cod. It's foul hooked. Oh, it's not foul hooked. Nice. Another cod. Oh. Hey, buddy. Yep, I get it. You're a bit mad. Oh, Jesus. Another nice fish. The question I'm going to have to ask myself if I keep catching these nice fish is, do I want cod and chips for tea? Because that's another nice cod. That's been caught before. Drop that there. So we hook mark on it. There we go. Oh, sugar Alex. Right, hang on. He's in my bait. He's in my footwell. I don't think I can reach him. Come here, buddy. Yep. I get it. You're a bit mad. Come here. Ah, man, he's caught around my footwell. There we go. Ah, come on. You can deserve to survive for that one, for that little run. Go on. Yeah, he's down. I meant to revive him in the water for a bit longer, but he was a bit eager to get away. So do you know what? We'll let him get away. It's only fair. He fought hard for that. That was a good fish. Oh, I don't know what to do now. I've got the feathers that are scoring me fish. Do we keep trying with the lure for a little bit? Try and pick up a fish on the lure. That's another nice fish. I think that's me on the bottom already. Is it? Yeah. I'm now fishing this lure in a slightly way that I don't like. I feel like I'm complaining a lot today. Oh wow, loads of fish on the bottom. Either that or I'm near some pots. No, loads of fish. That must be mackerel. Let's try and pick up a mackerel. I'll just zip this up. Come on, up you come, buddy. There we go. Whee! There we go. Right. Oh, don't get that tangled around the camera. Put that in there. Loads of marks on the bottom. Oh, there is a pot behind me actually. Could be that pot line. I think it's going to be mackerel. See if we can pick up a mackerel. marked quite high up in the water column. There we go. No, missed it. And I'm over them now. Ah, missed it. Missed the opportunity. That would definitely fish. I think that's my track going. Right, let's reel up and see if we can repeat the drift that we want. I'm not sure now with where the drift's going, how to best... Oh man, I need to pull that through, there we go. How to best get the drift right here. So I think what we need to do with my dog lead paddle leash, paddle this way, see if we can get ourselves, I'm not sure, this direction anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's definitely some ground here. So we're in some ground. Now which way we know which way the drift's going, so how do we make sure that we can hit it? So the drift has changed. It was a lateral drift, and now it's more into the shore, which is the kind of drift we really want around here. Whereas now it's a much more diagonal drift. The wind is, I think the wind has picked up and swung round a little bit. You can hear it there probably on the GoPro. Yeah, it's coming this kind of way. Oh, it is quite strong, you know. It was due to pick up this afternoon, which is why I was up at 5 to go out, and then never ended up getting out, but anyway, I tried. Let's continue paddling this way and just see what ground we're over just now. Oh man, I can feel the wind arrest my boat. Definitely is like stopping my boat as I'm going forwards. So let's try and get down here a little bit further. Oh, my paddle leash has come untied. That's going to be the feature of today, I think. Emergency dog lead paddle leash. Right. I can get down here just a little bit further. Right, let's try here. This isn't quite where I want to go, I don't think. But we'll see. Yeah, I've just come over the shelf. So hopefully I can, you know, re-hit the shelf with my drift. If this wind picks up much more, it's going to be curtains for this trip. It's 1 o'clock, wind was due to pick up somewhere between 1 and 2, so yeah, it's not overly surprising that it'll be curtains. I did get here quite late in the grand scheme of things. Let's see which way the wind takes us here. Southwesterly, I guess. It's the direction it's blowing to. I can see the smokestack that I use as my marker at home is bent flat, and when I left the house to come here at 10:30 it was straight up and down. So there has been a definite increase in the wind. Yeah, drift has definitely become very... Yes, fish on. This is heavy. So I'm aware that you won't be able to hear much because of the wind. This is a nice fish. I really want to save this as a place on my phone. I also don't want to lose this fish. I took a bit of line at the start though, so I'm definitely deeper than I think I am. Definitely want to save this mark. This is where I caught those other fish as well. It's another cod. Another good sized cod. We had a good set of 3-pound cod today. Oh, stay there, buddy. Oh, I need a better way of securing my rod. Jesus, that's a good fish. If it flaps now, it's going to totally nail me with it. Oh, this has been sealed. Right now, this has been sealed. As in, this has been sealed as I brought it up, I think. I might actually just take this fish because it's got a big cut out the side of it. Look at that. I think that looks pretty fresh. I don't know if you can see that there. That's definitely been hit by a seal or something. I don't know, does it go put it back? Do I keep it? I think I'm going to put it back actually. But yeah, been absolutely whacked by a seal. Let's hope it goes back. Has it been whacked just now or is this old? That's pretty fresh. Do you know what? I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to take this guy home. Cut that bit out because I'll just use the rest of the fish. Maybe not actually. Nah, we'll let him go back. See if he goes back. Yep, he's away. Change of mind. Decided to put him back. He has pooped horrendous dark black poop all over my kayak, and you know, I don't know a huge amount about fish. I know a fair amount about humans, and I can tell you in humans, jet black poo like that is not good. That's not conducive to long life. Yeah, that's why I decided to put him back. It was actually the jet black poop. I don't know if he'll survive going back. It's kind of a difficult one, isn't it? Because obviously the seal's grabbed him probably as he's come up with me. I don't see the seal, and but that bite mark looked pretty fresh. I don't think there was any particularly big heavy moment on the line when the fish, I don't think there was any particularly big heavy moment on the line, so it's possible that that wasn't the seal that grabbed him right now, and it grabbed him a while ago. If it did grab him a while ago, I'm definitely not taking him. The bite mark looked pretty fresh though. Something's had him, and it looked more seal than conger. I did once catch a cod off the rocks. It had a big triangular bite mark in its fish on in the side of its. This feels like a mackerel. If this is a mackerel, we're going to take it because I quite fancy mackerel for lunch. That's not a mackerel, it's a tiny, tiny cod. Come on, I want a mackerel. I'm not complaining about catching this many cod. It's been good cod today. Just a wee guy. And away he goes. Some good fish today. Now we're drifting over this pot line. Don't know which way it's running. We're drifting pretty quick. We're now drifting at 3 kilometers an hour. We were drifting at less than 1 to 1. Now we're drifting at 3, and the only difference is the winds. Now I'm going to take a gamble and say that I can see that pot line, and it's coming towards me, or is that just a reflection? Do I take the risk? Or do I say that I can see the line? I think I can just see the reflection of the flag. I think I might paddle and do that drift again, because we're definitely drifting big diagonals. Inward we go. Just turn on these waves. Time to go in. The wind has picked up. It is 10 to 2. Wind was due to pick up at 2. We've had a steady build wind since 1. Let's get myself comfortable so I can make a decent handle of this. hopefully you can hear me at the end of today. Some really good fish today. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't done already, hit that subscribe button.
Aberdeen Coast Guard, May Princess, Channel 16, routing traffic, over. May Princess, this is Aberdeen Coast Guard, go channel 67 and stand by, over.
He always sounds like he's panicking.
67 going up.
He always sounds like he's panicking. I'm sure he's not. Always sounds like he is. I've heard that guy a few times. Thank you for watching today. If you haven't done so already, click the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.